Hey, it's Katsupanta here, and I am coming to you from Costa Rica. And I'm shooting this video for you because I want to tell you our personal motto. You know, what is the motto that Romeo and I live by? And the reason I'm cutting this is because we kind of talked a lot about this past weekend. You know, we took some time and talked about, you know, how did we really get here? How did we get to Costa Rica? How did we end up going from living a pretty, you know, kind of average, somewhat boring life, to be honest, to living here, you know, to living on the beach, to doing what we want. How did we make it happen? And I want to tell you, our personal motto is, and actually always has been, that the things happen in our life fast when we are very clear about what we want and when we are extremely unrealistic. So what does that mean? You know, what does it mean being unrealistic, right? For a lot of my life, I was a dreamer. You know, if you don't know that, I say that a lot in different videos and blog posts and stuff. But I guess I thought those dreams were too big. And one of my biggest dreams actually was, you know, Romeo worked as a fast food manager for about 11 years. And I jumped around from job to job, right? And I used to remember walking home, you know, from work, and Romeo was still at work because he'd work like 12-hour shifts and 12-hour shifts almost every day for 11 years. And I used to walk home and I used to just think, you know, I wish that we could be free. You know, I wish that he didn't have to go to work, that he didn't have to slave. And I kept going out there trying to find different jobs, and it's just like we just couldn't catch up. There was just this feeling of being trapped, and it's like I couldn't catch up, and I just felt like this dream I had maybe was too crazy, too big. I didn't even know what it really meant. You know, what does it really mean for us to be more free? What does that mean? But I knew that I wanted him out of his job, and I knew that I wanted us to have more time together and to be doing what we want. And I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what it is that we wanted to do. And when it finally came down to it, you know, we read the 4-Hour Work Week, right? So, you know, that was a huge catalyst to everything. And it was something Tim Ferriss said, you know, that it's actually easier to shoot for very unrealistic goals than it is to shoot for mediocre ones. And why is that? It's because if you go after something that is really crazy, that is something you really, really want, you'll actually put effort in. You'll put passion into it. And, you know, even if you don't hit it, so what? There's that quote, if you shoot for the moon and you don't make it, you'll still land amongst the stars, right? But if you shoot for something mediocre, if you shoot for something that doesn't even get you excited, what's going to happen? You're going to become complacent, bored, you're not going to do anything, it's not really going to mean that much to you, so you won't try. It'll just kind of fizzle out. And the funny thing is that Romeo and I went after this dream of, you know, we took a map and Romeo just pointed to the map and it landed on Costa Rica. I'd never been to Costa Rica, neither had he. We never even talked about Costa Rica. I think maybe the idea got implanted from the 4-Hour Work Week. And he was like, we're gonna go there. I was like, what? We're gonna, you know, go to Costa Rica? And we proceeded to quit our jobs, to sell our things, and to go after this big dream. And ever since then, I find it funny because I can actually look back over the past couple of years, because it's almost 2 years since we did that. It's always the really big, crazy dreams, like living on the beach and being free. And remember, I didn't even know what that meant. Those things are things that actually come true. And although we might not have hit every single big dream yet, keyword yet, when we become realistic and we set smaller goals, they don't come true. That's the funny, crazy part, because, you know, I've seen it myself. I become complacent. I don't shoot for it as much because it's boring, you know? Romeo wears a bracelet that says do epic shit. Well, that's why we call ourselves the epic duo, not because...
Hold on, I gotta show them.
Do epic shit.
Okay, do.
We call ourselves the epic duo because we go after epic dreams. And we believe that you can too. And we are the example of that. It's not to show off, it's to show you what's possible. So what I'm saying to you, the message is, if there's something you want, go after it fast. And things can happen fast if you go after big dreams, if you go after things that may seem crazy and unrealistic. Because even if you don't reach that, if worst case scenario is you still make something amazing happen, isn't that worth it? Right? So I wanted to put that out there for you. I'm like mumbling now. But go after the unrealistic stuff. Go after it, and you can make it happen. So, Katzabanta coming to you from Costa Rica, Pura Vida.
Costa Rica is where the home is. No matter what you do, is so much fun. Enjoy the island in the sun. You can live on the beach and soak up the scenery with exotic animals to see and coconuts to hold your drink. Costa Rica